In this video, I'll demonstrate how to assess your measurement model in smartpls3. So here is my model. JS, job satisfaction, OC is organizational commitment, and OP is performance. JS and OP each have 10 indicators and OC has 7 indicators. Let's assess the measurement model. Go to calculate and consistent pairs algorithm and start calculations. So here we go. So these are the outer loadings. As you know that any indicator having outer loading of 0.7 or above, so that is a good indicator. So here you see the first one is having a little problem, and JS10 is fine, 2 is fine, and yes, 5 is having lower value, 7 also has slightly lower value, and 8 also has lower value. All other look fine. In case of OC, all look perfectly fine. In case of the OP, also all look fine. Let's examine the report for details. Look at here, just click it, and first let's review the outer loadings. Yeah, you see JS1, JS5, JS7, and JS8. So they are the problematic one. JS1, 5, 7, and 8. And then the rest of all indicators look fine. Now what to do with these indicators? We have to examine the impact of removing these indicators on AV and composite reliability. If by removing any of these indicators leads to improvement in AV and composite reliability, then that can be removed. Otherwise we can retain it. Now let's examine other measures also. Here is construct reliability and validity. Composite reliability look fine, so minimum value is threshold value is 0.7. So all three constructs, they have composite reliability values exceeding 0.7. So perfectly alright, no problem there. Except in case of OP is slightly on higher sides. So ideally it should not exceed 0.95. And in case of AV, all are perfectly alright, and minimum recommended value is 0.5. And all three meet this particular criteria. Now let's review discriminant validity. Look at here. So the first method is Formal-Larkin criteria, and this is the matrix created by Formal-Larkin criteria by using Formal-Larkin criteria, and values on the diagonal, so they are square roots of AV. And values below this particular diagonal, they are the correlation coefficients. Now the Formal-Larkin criteria suggests that values on the diagonal, they must exceed all values falling in their corresponding rows and columns to establish discriminant validity. And if you look at here, so 0.734, this value is less than this one, so means problem is there. And here also there's a problem 0.742, it's less than 0.794. So here also problem. However, in case of OP there's no problem. So that means some discriminant validity issue is there between JS and OC. Next method is HTMT. HTMT is another sophisticated method. So that is a superior method. So that suggests that discriminant validity is established. What is the criteria? Minimum or maximum value should be 0.85. So if any value is less than 0.85, so that means discriminant validity is accepted. However, some authors suggest that you can accept it even up to 0.90. Now coming back to the Formal-Larkin criterion, so how to fix this particular issue, let's go to cross-loading table and copy it. And how to copy it? Simply click this option, that is Excel format, and then take it to Excel. and paste it. And then go to the menu bar and click home, and then conditional formatting, and then highlight and greater than, and then you can put a value of 0.6. Now you see here, so highlighted values indicate that they are greater than 0.67. Now here you see GS4 is loading on OC as well as in JS. And in case of OC, OC4 is also loading on the JS as well as OC. In other cases, there's no big issue. What I do, I simply highlight these two indicators. So one is the JS4 and second one is OC4. Let me come back to smartpls and remove these two indicators, JS4 and OC4. Rerun the model. Calculate consistent PLS algorithm, and then now here you see some improvement has taken place here also. Like for example, JS1 earlier was having lower loadings. Now this is having acceptable level of loadings, and loading of JS5 has also improved. All other look fine. Now let me review the report. And construct liability, yes, it is improved. And then coming to discriminant validity. Now this time you see the 0.775 is higher than 0.609 and also 0.676, this one. So this value is higher than all values falling in the corresponding column. And this one is also having, this value is higher than this value and this one. And this one is also higher than all values falling in the respective row. So that means as far as the formal criteria is concerned, discriminability is now fully established here. In case of the HTMT you see here, so fully met, no problem there. Right? Now finally let's examine model fit. If you look at here, so here is the model fit. So we will choose two indices. The first one SRMR and second NFI. SRMR, the values should be less than 0.08. So it is less than 0.08. So model fit is established as far as SMR is concerned. As far as NFI is concerned, its value should be greater than 0.9. The higher the better. It's 0.928. It is also meeting the criteria. So that means model fit is also established. So further reading, I would suggest these are the further recommended readings. So you can review these articles and books